shortly. I can hear the bing bong, so that's a promising sign. So our meeting is now live, streaming live on the custom live streaming service, and we're going out live on YouTube. So my name's Graham Hooper from Tri Coaching Partnership, and this is Ian Lavell, one of our trainers, and we're going to kick straight off with this interview, Ian. So the first question, tell me about yourself.
Well, my name's Ian Lavell, originally from Sunderland, currently residing in the southwest of Scotland, as you can tell from the background.
Yep.
I've been in the ADI for 21 years. I've been heavily involved with instructor training for 17 of those 21 years. And I'm a tri-coaching trainer.
Okay.
Married, 3 kids, numerous cats. So you may see cats fleeing about at some point during this interview.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay. So how many cats is numerous cats?
Not sure, to be honest.
Okay. Are they still breeding?
Well, my wife breeds pedigree Maine Coons, so the numbers fluctuate somewhat.
Okay. All right. So didn't know anything about that. I'm gonna have to look up what a Maine Coon is in a minute. You know that.
Yeah. Have you seen the Harry Potter films?
Is that the white fluffy one? What goes?
No. It's the Mrs. Norris cat.
No, hang on. Excuse me, everyone, while I Google M-A-N. What is it?
M-A-I-N-C-O-O-N.
M-A-I-N-C-O-O-N. Maine Coon cat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Comes in different flavours.
Absolutely.
Jeez. I don't know if anyone can see that. It's like it's a bit of a monster.
Yeah, I think the biggest cat in the world's a Maine Coon.
Wow. So actually, secretly, you breed white tigers, and just.
Well, I like a nice white cat to sit and stroke when I'm feeling a bit of a Blofeld moment, you know.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Just I could see that. Yeah, yes.
If I'd had my wits about me, I would have had one already prepared.
Absolutely. Well, you're obviously on the island, aren't you?
Yeah. Me evil genius tropical island hideaway.
I'm just waiting for someone to walk out of the surf. Do you think you could have that arranged for us?
Possibly. But I don't think it'll happen. There could be a cat emerge out of the surf, depending on which way it runs.
All right. So, well, you've told me a little bit about yourself. You told me a little bit about your driving instructor training.
Yeah.
And you told me a little bit about you've got cats and children.
I know. It's a great combination.
Absolutely. Yeah. And a beautiful wife.
Absolutely, yes.
Good answer. Okay. Have you got any hobbies outside or interests outside of that field?
Well, it's the general boring old man stuff, isn't it? It's listening to music, watching films, reading. I'm getting back into my books now. I haven't read for a while, but with all this time on my hands, I've been getting back to my favourite books and enjoying that again.
Okay, so one of my favourite questions, I'm going to ask it now. Yeah. What's the last book you read then?
The last book I read.
You can pick it up and show us if you like.
Well, the one I'm reading at the moment.
Yeah.
Is the Magician by Raymond Feist.
Okay.
I'll come back to that after about 10 years, and prior to that, I was reading The Chamber of Secrets, the Harry Potter book.
Okay, fair enough. So you're a bit like into that. What's it? What's the genre described as?
I don't know. I tell you what I enjoy about it. I have to live and work in the real world. So when I'm reading for pleasure, I like something that takes me completely away from the real world.
Fantasy adventure.
That's it.
That's the genre. Okay. So as a person, what would you describe your strengths?
My strengths, I'm reliable, loyal, I know my stuff, got a lot of experience behind me, I know my stuff. I generally get on well with people, and I'm interested in what other people have to say, but it doesn't necessarily change what I think.
Okay, cool. What do you think your weaknesses are?
I can't say no to people.
Okay. All right. I only want a tenner. I'm not fussy. 10 quid a do.
Well, you come up and I'll give you a tenner, mate.
Yeah.
What are my weaknesses? I tend to take too much on at times.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find it difficult to relax, but I don't really think I've got any weaknesses. I've got lots of things that could be better, I suppose, but that's being human, isn't it?
No, absolutely. How long have you been a trainer with us, Try Coaching, now?
Since you started the scheme.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we've been training 10 years, so about 6 to 8 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I was on the first Scottish BTEC 4.
Yeah.
And I think you started what you were referring to as the Trainers Club at the time, shortly after the BTEC 4.
Yeah.
In Scotland.
Yeah.
And I joined the training team at that point.
Okay. Can you remember, Ian, what attracted you originally to Try Coaching and the BTEC 4?
Yeah, I'd recently been made redundant from a national primary colour driving school, and opportunities for CPD were dictated by the management.
Okay.
So I was looking at, now I had free rein to do what I wanted.
Yeah.
I was looking for things to do. So I'd been interested in the BTEC 4 for a while, but having just been made redundant, starting a new business in an area we'd only been in a couple of years, traveling, taking 2 days out of my week, traveling down, doing the course, coming back, even though it was once a quarter, I just didn't feel it was right for me at the time. And then when you came to Scotland, I thought, well, yeah, we'll give this a go. We'll give this a punt.
Okay. And so you gave it a punt, and what happened?
Well, I was convinced it was all going to be rubbish.
Thanks.
Well, you know me.
Yeah, no, I do.
Straight answers. I was convinced it was all going to be rubbish. I was convinced I was going to be contacting you to get my money back after my lunch.
Yeah.
But you did enough to keep me interested over lunch. And then on the first assignment, I was convinced I was going to prove you wrong with my assignment. Then I gave up, and it was a bit like poach you come gamekeeper.
Yeah.
You had me hook, line and sinker.
Cool. And so I presume then that's where your coaching journey started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So now you deliver the BTEC level 4 professional award in coaching for driver development.
I do.
That's a huge shift, isn't it? From they're ripping me off, I'll just go and have the lunch and I'm going home. To
No, I didn't say they were ripping me off.
Well, no, but you were convinced, shall we say?
I spent a lot of time being told how to teach through various training courses.
Yeah.
And being told what I needed to do and how I needed to do it. And some would say I didn't pay any attention to it anyway. But it was so different to what we used to do. And I suppose I was so caught up in my own self-confidence, if you want to be generous, arrogant, if you want arrogance, if you want to be cruel. But, you know, that was one of the first things that went by the by.
Well, I suppose if you're going to coach, self-awareness comes forward, doesn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
No, absolutely. So what are you looking for now in terms of career development? Is there anything out there that you're looking for?
No, this is the question where people answer it in lots of different ways. To be absolutely truthful, I love what I do in the car, and I love what I do in the classroom. And as long as I keep doing that, I'll be happy.
Okay. What do you, I mean, because, you know, we'll come back to try coaching. I mean, what do you do currently work-wise? What are you delivering and doing? You know, and you can talk about our courses and also what you do for yourself. Let me know.
The majority of my work at the moment is instructor trainer. I would say 60–70% of me time before lockdown was spent on ADI training. I still do a limited number of learners because of I don't have much time on my diary.
Yeah.
And interspersed between all that, I do whatever you ask me to do.
Okay. Which is what? What do I ask you to do?
BTEC 4.
Yeah.
Train the trainer.
Yeah.
Just started standards check workshops.
Yep.
I think that's about it.
Well, you didn't do any fleet work for us.
Oh, fleet, yeah. Sorry, yeah. You got me into wagons, you.
Yeah, I know. I got you climbing in and out of wagons. Sorry.
Yeah. That's not a pretty sight, I can tell you.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't there, to say the least. We can imagine this, but I want you to describe your training style.
Oh, now obviously it's 100% serious and focused, and there's no frivolity, there's no laughter. I'm just gonna have a drink while you're gone. My training style is quite relaxed. It's based on having fun. But at least one person in the car's got to have a bit of fun. Well, that's
I agree. My thinking, yeah.
Quite relaxed. Very focused on the needs of teaching now. Never used to be, but it is now. And there's no rules.
I like no rules.
If I'm focused on helping them achieve what they want to achieve, there's no room for rules in the car.
Okay. So what's the best thing about training instructors and PDIs?
It's that moment when people start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. They see how the pieces are starting to come together, and they start to think, yeah, maybe I can do this.
Cool. So if we go back again, because what then made you want to become a trainer?
Oh, well, that's it. A trainer with you, or a trainer of instructors?
No, just a trainer in your own right, a trainer.
Well, that's easy. That was purely and simply driven by our mortgage.
Okay.
Because the opportunity presented itself to become a salaried trainer.
Yeah, makes it easy.
Yeah.
I can. Yeah, it makes it easy. If you've got a wife, 3 kids, and several tigers to bring up.
Well, at the time we didn't have 3 kids. It was around about the time my daughter was born. Well, actually, going before that, I used to work for a brewery.
Okay.
Rotten job. I had to travel around the pubs testing beer. Rotten job.
Were you any good at it?
Yeah. I also had to advise licensees on how to keep the beer correctly and serve it correctly and that kind of stuff. and the company I worked for, regional brewery, was too big to be small and too small to be big.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before it was shut down. So we used to get share options, pay so much in and make a tidy little profit after a couple of years or whatever it was. So I had this big wad of cash coming in, and I thought, should I do what I always do with this, which is basically pay it against the wall?
Yeah.
Should I invest it in my future? And I started in training to be an instructor. And I qualified as an instructor about 2 weeks before I got my redundancy from the brewery.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was luck. It wasn't planning, it was luck.
Make your own.
So at that point, I started as a franchised ADI, and I kept in touch with people who trained me, and they told me there was a job coming up, and they expected to see my name on the list.
Okay.
So obviously it came along at the right time, and I was there for about 8 years, I think.
Anyway, I suppose that gave you the foundation, didn't it, and the bedrock to a degree.
Yeah, and the confidence and the belief in yourself, because there's nowhere to hide in a car when there's 3 trainees in there with you.
No, and it was busy back then. I remember them.
Oh yes,
it was busy.
Yeah,
it was a sausage factory.
Yep. And it was sink or swim. I mean, my first day, one of the other trainers had been suspended. I got a diary and a set of car keys. Go and do part 2.
Yeah.
No induction, nothing. Go and do part 2.
Yeah. If only the public knew. Yes. And how much that you well, we won't go into we won't go to that. Actually, there was something really important that you in that little conversation we had. Something really important, and the question I really want to know, and I should imagine there'd be quite a number of other people actually really want to know. What's the best beer you've ever drunk?
I'll just get a prop.
Okay. Oh, look at that weather. Can you be there? Okay.
And you say, oh, you can't say.
No, you have to hold it in front of your shirt.
There you go.
Maxim.
Double Maxim.
Hang on, I'm writing this down. Don't go away.
I won't go away.
Okay. Double Maxim.
Double Maxim.
Right. Okay. Where do I buy it? Not that
Where do you buy it? You buy it from the Maxim Brewing Company, which is in, well, it's very close to Durham. So I've got 2 bottles left, and I'm rationing them. So restrictions are lifted.
Okay. Can I not order them online?
Not sure. You might be able to now, but not sure.
Okay. Not sure. I knew this this interview would deteriorate into beer.
Well, now anybody who knows me.
Yes. No. what a great journey that is. Yes. You deliver our ticket product, Try Coaching Instructor.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. And you must have delivered other courses and other products in the past.
Yep. Absolutely. How
does ticket differ from that conventional training?
Massively is the short answer. It's a holistic approach to a fragmented qualification system.
That's a great answer.
So you're learning new stuff as you're studying for your theory. You're putting that into practice and changing your own driving, and you're also thinking about how you're going to teach it all at the same time. Cool.
All right, I'm going to shift the focus of the conversation actually a little bit. What are you most proud of?
You mean apart from my family, which is the textbook answer?
Yeah.
What am I most proud of? Being able to get the best out of people.
Okay.
That's
I was hoping you were going to
what
say.
gives me pride.
Hey, I was hopeful you were going to say that shirt.
Oh no, this is a quite a quiet number. This one.
Okay. uh, do you have a lifelong dream?
Not really. I enjoy what I'm doing day to day too much to dream about what I could be doing.
Okay.
I have far too much fun when I go to work.
Okay. So it wasn't
Far too much fun at home.
No.
So.
Well, I was hoping you were going to say to kill James Bond. You know?
The cat's gone. I can't do it without the cat.
Oh dear. Okay. List 5 words that describe your character.
Just 5.
Just 5.
Oh, now there's a good one. Glib. Sarcastic. Some would say arrogant. Confident. Dare I say funny. And larger than life.
Okay, that was 6, but I was counting.
And I can't count.
Yeah, I was going to say friendly as well, but that was okay. This is the big question.
Okay.
The big question. In fact, your whole career could hinge on your answer here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, how do you think I rate as an interviewer?
Well, have you got what you wanted out of me?
I knew you'd ask a question.
Well, I learned from the best.
We'll move on. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Hyundai i30.
And does it go?
Yes.
Good. That's what I wanted to know. Apart from the Caribbean island you're currently sitting on, yeah, and there's no right or wrong answer to this, but if you could be anywhere in the world right now, yeah, COVID's gone, where would it be?
Well, there's a couple of places.
Okay, I'll take a couple.
Places. One of them's in a traditional pub with a group of friends and a real fire.
Nice.
And just background music. And just chatter. And the other one is somewhere stunningly beautiful. Not bothered where.
Okay.
As long as
what is stunningly beautiful to you? Is it mountains, beaches?
Well, a couple of sort of home truths about me. I've never been out the United Kingdom except to go to Ireland.
Okay.
And the only place I've really expressed any desire to go back to was Inverness, which is where we honeymooned.
Okay. All right.
So it's that kind of rugged, dangerous beauty.
Yeah, no, I like it. I've been up to Inverness a few times, and yeah, no, I like it. I've never been more north of Inverness. I would like to. I just haven't had the opportunity.
Well, that was our plan for this year, to go basically as far north as you could before you fell into the water.
Nice. That sounds good. Okay. You mentioned music, so I want to ask: have you got any particular taste in music, or is it broad as it's long?
I can go from classical to punk to heavy rock to brass band music at whim.
Okay. So if you could go to a concert right now, who'd you go and see?
Dexys Midnight Runners.
Okay. Yeah, good shout. Okay. Yeah, good shout. Come on.
Yeah, keep coming back to them.
Yeah.
Mid-80s, got everything they've ever done.
Fair dues. What's the best movie or box set you've watched in the last year?
Oh, now then, I've watched some howlers in the last year.
But the best one.
The best one. That's really tricky, that, because I think the best experience was when I took my boys up to Glasgow for the Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
And forgot the name of the cinema now. You know the one I mean.
The big one in Glasgow.
Yeah, the big surround sound. Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
IMAX.
Yeah, that's the one. When I took the boys to the IMAX. But no, I can't. That was the best experience. Was it the best film? Depends.
Your genre, though, fantasy adventure yet again.
Yeah, again, I like to switch off from real life.
Yeah, me too. You know, I read a lot of fantasy adventures books, along with. I mean, I've just an example. I've just read a series called About the Lightbringer, and then this morning a book come dropped through the letterbox by Carl Gustav Jung. So yeah, probably
big spectrum.
A big spectrum. Yes, I can understand that. Okay. Right. So you've never right. What would you do then if you won a lottery?
I'd give up working Saturdays.
You give up working Saturdays. Cool. What would you do though with your Saturdays?
I'd still work as an instructor, but I would teach people who couldn't afford to be taught.
That's nice. Yeah, that's cool.
And, I know it sounds glib and what have you, but I enjoy what I'm doing so much. I can't see myself not doing it.
Nice. Cool. So let's take your kids out of this.
Yeah.
What is your favourite memory?
Favourite memory. My favourite memory. Oh dear. When I was much younger, I used to be a member of a campaign for real ale. We went on a brewery visit, and somebody forgot to arrange the coach back. So we got back home at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was starting work at 6 o'clock that morning. That was that's something that sticks in my mind that evening.
Okay. You do know that was the only wrong answer you've given so far today. The correct answer was the day I set eyes on my beautiful wife.
All right, but it's all right. She's bringing the washing in because it's raining. She didn't hear it.
Okay, oh yeah, it's raining. It is beautiful here, 23 degrees, just like it is on your island.
Oh well, okay. There we go.
We've got. Hang on, I've got to find a camera. 2 more questions. This next question: if you were an animal, which one would you want to be?
All right, which one would I want to be? I'd want to be an orangutan.
Okay. Any particular reason?
It's bright orange.
Yeah.
Got long arms. And they've got a reputation for being intelligent.
Yeah. Until the new species.
Well, yeah. Well, let's not go down that road, eh?
Okay. All right. So, if you could choose one superhero power, what would it be and why?
What would it be? When you say superhero power, what do you mean?
Well, any gift that you'd like to have for that you could use.
What I'd like is to make complex things simple for everyone to understand.
Okay. Wow, that's some superhero power. Yeah. That is, yeah. I could do with that when I was reading Carl Rogers the other day. Yeah. Well, where is it when you want it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think there's. you can get drawn down making it more complicated than it needs to be.
Definitely, definitely. Is there anything you want to add? Because I'm going to close the interview shortly, but is there anything you want to add?
No, not really. I think you've done a good job, because I don't like talking about myself.
I know.
And you've got me talking about myself. So how would I rate you as an interviewer? Oh, you did all right.
Thank you very much, Ian. That's good enough for me. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye. So goodbye from me, and it's going to be goodbye from
me.